Yeah, can you unmute yourself, please? I'm getting some disturbance from others. Hello.
సార్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వినిపిస్తుంది కదా సార్?
That's why I'm saying that. I think somewhere. Yeah, now is clear. I think from Ramulu. Okay. I think the syllabus is there. The screen is visible for you? Screen. Yes, yeah. So see, we have this first module is the mathematics one, that is uses and limitations of mathematics in economics. So here first week, if you know that what are the uses and limitations, you will not come to know that exactly. Later, after completion of the mathematics, then what is the uses, and we will come to know that. First we need to do what is the mathematics and how we can use the mathematical functions. Then only we'll come to know what is the use of mathematics. Then I will explain after the completion of the first module only what are the uses and limitations of the mathematics in economics. Then easily, without telling me also, that you can come to know that what are the uses and limitations of the mathematics in economics. So today we'll go through that concept of function and types of functions. Concept of function and types of functions. So which is very important in our syllabus. That's the function and types of functions. Types of functions. Can anybody know the what is meant by function? Those who are the background of mathematics. Yeah. Let's see. So what is meant by function? First one is the function. Screen is visible for you now, right? Please. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, we need to know that what is meant by function. So generally, in our economics, we use it to write the demand function, supply function, or revenue function, or some etc. functions, right? So how do you write demand function? This is D is function of P, or D is function of price, income, price of complementary and substitute goods, taste, expectations of preference, etc. Right? So is this function or not? Is this function or not? Please.
Yes, sir.
So what it tells
Yes,
that
sir.
what is meant by function? How we can explain the what is meant by function? So here simple. The function means it refers the relationship. It function refers the relationship between variables. So here, for example, if you say the function refers the relationship between the two variables or two or more variables. For example, if you mention two variables, so this is one variable, this is another variable. It seems that the function shows the relationship between the demand and function. That is called function. For example, if you write this function, it is also one function, but here, so the function is refers the relationship between the more variables, between the one variable and another variable. Nothing but, for example, when you take dependent variable, independent variable, that is it comes to the mathematics and the statistics. Okay. So here the function means simple. You need to understand. Function means the relationship between the variables. Okay. Those are dependent and independent. For example, here when you write the function, for example, when you ask somebody what is meant by function. So what is meant by function means what you are going to write. The function refers the relationship between two variables or more variables which are dependent and independent. So example, you are going to write in economics, D is equal to function of P. Simple. Okay. So D is called, what is D here? D is the dependent variable. Whereas P is a independent variable. F means the function. So here, see, when you observe this F, function shows the relationship between the price and demand. So D is called dependent variable, P is called independent. So as we know, D is nothing but what is dependent? D, that is a demand. Demand is a dependent variable. You know, as P is nothing but price. Okay. So here the function shows the relationship between demand and price. Okay. That is called function. Is it clear? Still anybody the doubt? Yes, please.
No, sir.
Excuse
Clear,
me,
sir.
Yes, please.
Why it is called dependent variable and independent variable?
Yeah, see, yeah, good question. See, why it is called dependent, why it is not dependent, why we should not call P is a dependent, right? So, for example, when you take the D is equal to P of F of P, if I write like this, for example, if I write like this, okay, if I write like this is the dependent variable, this is a independent variable. So, where, for example, if you take into account the demand depends on price or price depends on demand. Yes, please, Vandana, I think those are the.
Demand depends on price.
So generally, see, so as per law of demand, as price increases, demand decreases. What it shows, as price decreases, demand increases. So what do you understand here? What do you understand here? So as the price increases, the demand decreases. Nothing but the demand is depends on the price. The demand is depends on the price. Depends on the price. Have you understood, Vandana?
Yes, sir.
See, demand is depends on the price. It means that demand is a dependent variable. Price is a independent. Okay. For example, if I write, if I see, I'm going to write an equation. See. Okay. For example, if you take here, F is called father. Okay. F is called father. Here F is nothing function. These are children. Okay. So I think your father is depends on you, or you are depending for your father.
I am
It
dependent on my
depends on
father.
father, sir.
So what?
Yes, sir.
So if I write like
Children
this,
are always depend on father.
children are listen. If I write like this, it would be not correct. Okay.
Not
So
correct.
here we should write children is function of father. So father is a independent person. You are dependent person, right? So see, you are always depends on your father for the purpose of income, for example, for the financial support, right? So here, if your father income increases, automatically your income maybe increases. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
See, so this is independent. This is dependent variable like this. So the price is a independent variable. As price changes, automatically it can impact on the demand, right? Is it right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
But whereas if you take into consider in the empirical analysis, we should also write P is equal to function of demand. What it means? So it is not, see, it is not as per law of demand, right? So see, when you observe, the price depends on demand, nothing but when the demand increases, automatically the price also increases. When there is an empirical analysis, empirical economics, there is a theoretical economics, this is a empirical economics. So when you observe some commodities, for example, if the demand is very high, for example, if you take into consider, so recently one of the festival has gone. What is that festival? Shivaratri, I think, right? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shivaratri. So in on or before day, on or before Shivaratri. So what you observe here, there is a good demand, right? There is a good demand for fruits, right? Low.
Yes, sir.
So there is a
Sir.
good demand for the fruits. There is a good demand for the fruits. For example, if the demand increases, what they will increase the automatically. If the demand increases, the price also increases. Am I right or wrong?
Increases.
So when the demand decreases,
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
price also decreases. So there is a positive relation here. When you observe here, there is a negative relation. There is a negative relation here. There is a positive relation between the two variables only. See, that is a theoretical economics. This is a empirical economics. This is a empirical economics. That's why always we should know that what is dependent, what is independent. So in case of what, for example, during the festival season, so you should be right like this. During the normal season, you should write like this. Demand is dependent on the price. But whereas in the some certain circumstances, we should write a P is function of D, which is not a as per law of demand, which is not a law of demand. Nothing but it is not for as per law of demand. Nothing but as per law of demand. So D is depends on P. That is the demand is depends on the price. Whereas if it is not applicable or when as per not law of demand, so price also depends on demand. Have you understood clearly the theoretical and empirical?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is we can call also applied economics. So we should write you should also learn in the applied econometrics in the next same year. You are going to study the applied econometrics. That is, you need to apply. For example, last theories. For example, so the Marshall, all the senior people, the classical economists who has given some theories. Whether now they are the theories are existing now. Some theories are existing, some theories are not existing. No, we need to verify it whether the theory is existing or not. Are you understood clearly what is function?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just a minute, some people are going to say, yeah. Okay. Then, so can you give any another example? Can you give another example in economics? How we can write? See here, I is equal to function of S. What it means I? What is mean by S?
Income and salary.
Income and salary. What is income? What is salary? Can you define the difference between this? So it is not income and salary. It is called investment.
Investment,
Investment.
This is
supply,
savings.
saving.
See, yeah. See, the investment depends on what? Savings. When you increase your savings, automatically you are going to increase your investment, right? So when you save more and more, automatically the savings can convert into the investment. See, as per the psychological law of consumption function, so when I is equal to, yes, you are going to study in macroeconomics because there are experts will be there. They will teach that whether I is equal to IS or not, they will teach. Okay. So generally, when your saving is converted to the investment. Then can you give another example? C is equal function of Y. What is C and what is Y? Are you
C
there?
is consumption, Y is income.
So C is consumption, Y is income. See, as income increases,
Income.
consumption also increase. As income decreases, the consumption also decrease. There is a positive relation between the two variables, right? Have you understood the concept, the function?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clearly, sir.
So next, if you want to know that other functions, for example, this is a two variable function, one dependent, one is independent only. For example, when you write the consumption is depends on income, is the consumption is depends on only your income? Do you think that the consumption is depends on income or some other factors or other variables?
No, sir. Also
No, sir.
other variables, sir.
See, the consumption not only depends on income, it can depend on so many factors. For example, if you take family size, right? So when you increase the family size, the consumption also increases. For example, so you are single now, present. For example, I am assuming that most of the people are single. If you married, you are going to be both. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So when you get the married, your consumption may increases, right?
Yes, sir.
So after 1 or 2 years, you will be have that some baby girl or baby boy. Then your consumption also increases. Nothing but as the family size increases, your consumption level also increases. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
Then if you take age, so if your age increases, the consumption level also increases a certain level, right?
Yes, sir.
So like that, there are so many variables which are influenced the consumption, nothing but the consumption is influenced by so many factors, not only income, not only family size, not only age. So there are number of factors are there which can cause to the increases in incomes, right? So this is called multivariable function, multivariable function, nothing but this is only one dependent variable dv. I am coding, see next time I will write only dv, that is called dependent variable. Dv nothing but dependent variable. So these 1 and 2 are called independent variable. So I would like to write independent nothing but ind and variable, independent variable, or sometimes I will write iv nothing but independent variable, shortcut. Okay, independent variables. If you only one, so you should write one independent variable. If you have the more than one, so you should write independent variables. Is it clear what is meant by function?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
So can anybody have the doubt regarding to what is meant by function till now? So again I am repeating,
No,
see,
sir.
function refers the relationship between variables. Those are dependent and independent variables. Is it clear? So mathematically we should write our economic theories. We should write C is function of y, or I is function of s, or saving is function of I, or demand is function of something, a price. Or if you take D is called, for example, D is function of price, income, price of complementary substitutes, taste, preference, expectations, etc. Right? So this is also one of the function in our economics. Okay. So here in mathematics also we have the lot of functions. In mathematics generally we could write like this, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so sometime y is equal to 2x plus 4 2 or something we could write. This is also called function or equation, we can say in mathematics, those who are the mathematics background. So it is called function or equations. Okay, so here basically what I want to say, so the function is all clear. So there are two types of function, mainly there are two types of function. So there are two types of functions. There are two types of functions. The first one is a linear function. Second one is a non-linear function. So you should write that there are two types of functions. The first one is a linear, L-I-N-E-A-R, linear function. Linear కాదు, linear. Okay, non-linear function. So what is mean by linear function? Can anybody can say that? Linear function is the one whose power value is equal to 1. So linear function is the one whose power value is equal to 1 is called linear function. So linear function is the one whose power value, nothing but when you write a function, that power value should be equal to 1. That is called linear function. So generally we can write in mathematics, that is f of x is equal to mx plus c. Okay, mx plus c, that or y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, or y is equal to b plus mx. So these are called the functions. These are called functions. Have you understood? What is meant by linear function?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, what you understood here, the linear function is the one that is called C. When you observe f of x is equal to mx plus c, and here y is equal to mx plus c, or y is equal to b plus mx. So where the power value, nothing but if in Telugu what we can say, the ఘాతాంకం విలువ ఒకటికి సమానంగా ఉన్నప్పుడు మాత్రమే సమీకరణ సమానం సమయం అంటారు. Okay, ఘాతాంకం విలువ ఒకటి ఉండాలి. ఘాతాంకం nothing but power value of the this x value. See this x power. If x power, when you are not mentioning anything about that power values, okay, so that is called linear. That is called power
Non-linear.
value should be 1. For example, here I didn't mention the power value. So you see for example, x power, you see, okay, see here y is equal to mx plus c. Here did I mention any power here? Power in the sense, for example, 2 square, or x power 2, x power 3, x power 1. Okay, for example, in mathematics we cannot write 1. Instead of writing 1 only, we can leave them. Okay, so if anything is not there, power of x, that is which we should assume that there should be a 1. So here, if the power value is equal to 1, that is called linear function. That is called linear function. Is it clear? So whereas if you take this y is equal to mx plus c, here also power value is equal to 1. If I didn't mention here, so we should have to assume that it should be a 1. Here also we should have to assume 1. So that is a linear function, right? So I'm going to give the example. For example, if you take another example mathematically, y is equal to 2x plus 5. 2x plus 5. So what is the linear function or non-linear function?
Linear function, sir.
Linear, because here the linear function is the one whose power value is equal to 1 only. That is called
1.
That is a linear function. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
here, for example, when you have the linear function like this, so you should get the linear function is a straight line. Nothing but when you draw the line, so you should get straight line. It may be like this, it may be like this, it may be downward. Okay, but there should be a straight line. There is no ups and down like this. Okay, we cannot get like this when you have the linear functions. When the power value is equal to 1, so we should not get like this. When you have the power value is equal to 1, we should get like this, straight lines. Okay, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for example, if you take a supply function, so for example, if you take, can you say what is the supply function? Anybody? Say supply function refers the relationship between supply and price when other things are remaining constant. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So supply function refers the relationship between supply and price when other things are remaining constant. Right? So we should write like this. Here y is equal to 2x plus 5. So y is nothing but here supply, x is nothing but here price. Right? So or else if you are confusing that why we are writing y and why we are writing x, you should also write like this also, no problem. But you need to define s is equal to 2p plus 5. S is supply, p is the price. Okay, so we should know, for example, this is one of the equation. So whether we will get a straight line or not straight line. Okay, if we get the straight line or not straight line, then we'll come to know. So just last day also I explained that what is the relationship between price and supply, right? So we want to know whether there is a positive relation, there is a negative relation. See, for example, if you take into consider This is the price. This is the supply. For example, somebody has given an equation that is S is equal to, madam, close door, close. Madam, a door close and AC door. S is equal to 2p plus 5. This is the equation given by some expert. Then you need to estimate it. Okay, the price increases, how much supply increases? Okay, for example, we are assuming that here if p is equal to 0, how much supply is there?
7, sir.
7. See how 7 or something. This is
5.
equal to 2 into
Sorry,
p
sorry, sir,
is
5, sir.
0 plus 5 is equal to 2 into 0, 0 plus 5 is equal to how much? 5, right?
5, sir. 5, sir.
So
Sorry.
here,
Hmm.
when price is equal to 0, how much supply is there?
5, sir.
5.
Do you think that in the economical, when the price is 0, is there any supply? Mathematically, we got it. See, when you consider that when the price of the commodity is 0, is there any supply?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah, let me know who said no and who said yes. Then I will take some clarification.
Sir,
Muben?
I
Muben?
said, sir. I said no, no, sir.
Yeah, Muben. Urmila?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. What's your opinion? If the price is 0, whether supply is there or not?
No, sir.
No. It means that there is no supply, right? So, Afrin,
Yes, sir.
Afrin,
Yes,
When the
sir.
price,
Afrin, Anita, Maruti, Divya Sri, Jasmine, Pavani or Redmi or Shivakumar or some Jyoti. Please, let me know that. What is your opinion? All are assuming, all are saying that when the price is 0, there should be no supply, right?
Sir, how can they supply, sir?
Yeah,
Without price?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
sir,
that.
sir,
Yeah, that's
sir,
why I'm
maybe
asking the
there will-
question.
Sir, the supply will be constant, sir. Maybe.
I'm asking the question that if the price of the commodity is 0, is there
Yes,
any
sir.
supply? I'm not assuming that is there increase or decrease. We are saying constant. I'm saying that is there any supply will be there or not?
No, sir.
How can they provide supply, sir?
Yeah.
Without
Just
price?
yeah. I'm going to explain that. Don't worry that. Think how much time you have? Session is going to end. Yeah, 4 minutes. Just remind me that when the so just next you can rejoin also. Okay, with the same ID. See, for example, the price of the commodity is 0. Do you all are thinking that if the price of the commodity is 0, nobody can supply, right? For example, if you take into consider in our empirical or empirical economics or applied economics, for example, during that I think those who are nearby, those who are celebrating the Ganesh Chaturthi or something, any festival, so most of the people are going to distribute the water packets at free of cost. What is meant by free of cost? Free of cost nothing but 0 price.
Yes, sir.
When they are providing a free of cost, will you take it? Will you take out or not?
Yes, sir, sir.
If you take out, whether it comes under the supply or something, as the economic student,
Yes,
you can
sir.
explain that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, don't think that when the price is 0, there should be some supply. Okay. So that's why I need some clarification from the students whether you have some background or not in microeconomic, right? So when the price is 0, there should be some supply. Something, for example, when the commodity is provided free of cost. For example, if you take the government is going to give some free of cost, some commodities or subsidies. So nobody is ready to take out. Most of the people are ready to take out, right? So that is a supply. Okay. So here, when the price is 0, there should be some supply. For example, see, when you are going to distribute a water packets at free of cost, so there should be a fine. So see, when you are getting it free of cost, will you drink proper water? That is the water packet.
Yes, sir.
Will you drink total water pack? Nothing. How much water is there in the one packet? See, most of the people they won't drink properly. How much they have? Nothing but how much quantity is there in the packet. They won't drink that much of water. Nothing but they will they will nothing but they will drink only half of the water and they will simply they throw the dustbin or somewhere on the roads. See, when you have some festivals, simply you can observe that. So you will get some water from that on roads. Simple, somebody will what is called when they're throwing on dustbin or throwing on the roads. So automatically you will get a lot of waters. Nothing but see, they can do more wastages. So you think that so when you are giving a free of cost, most of the people they cannot utilize properly. So automatically what you want to do, so simply you are going to increase the price from 0 to 1 rupee, 0 to 1 rupee. Then how much supply is there? How much supply is there? So see here, when if the price is equal to 1, the supply is equal to how much? C is equal to 2 into 1 plus
7.
yes. Yes, please.
7, sir.
7, sir.
Yeah. 2 into 1, 2 plus 5. That is a 7. See, when the price is 1, the supply is 7. The price is 2.
Supply
much?
is 9.
9.
2 plus 5 is equal to 2 into 4 plus 5. That is a 9, right?
9. Yes, sir.
And 3, 11. 4, 13. When the price
11.
is 5, how much is there?
13. 15.
Sir.
15, right?
15.
So see, when you have that this data, so generally what you observe, see, when the price increases, the demand supply also increases. When the price increases, automatically supply also increases. Here there is some positive relationship between price and supply, right? Okay. Here I'm asking the question that if the price increases to 7 rupees, how much supply?
$19.
19, sir.
See,
Yes, sir.
Sir.
supply is equal to 19. It means